One of the pillars of our organisational strategy is to really maximise the core business. So one of the key elements of maximising the core business is, of course, a wholesale review of our retail estate.
With the Retail Roundtable startup, it brings back the momentum of the GCSE.
Basically, I think after GCSE that we did a couple of years back, I think this is a good initiative to launch quickly because we've lost the consistency across the board on the retail. I think this roundtable really helps to kind of get that consistency back in the business.
It's great to have representatives from different jails in Istanbul. I think this is something we needed to bring back, after the Project Bridge.
One of the key reasons that we're here is to look at our sales capability and the capability of our sales force. That was the primary reason that was the catalyst for getting this group together again this time.
The Retail Roundtable essentially is a group of individuals that have come together, a cross-section of our best talent in retail, to discuss topics such as the best initiatives that we've got out there. Are they still right for the business? Do they need to be re-skinned or re-engineered? And also remind ourselves of those tactical disciplines, those little building blocks of success that help us win the game with our customers.
I find it really exciting and promising that we're going to find a way that's right for our business, that takes us from that old way of service to the new retail way of service.
And understanding how we can optimise it to really maximise and grow our core business so that we've got free cash to keep investing in diversifying our product suites. We've got more to sell, not only to consumers but to businesses as well.
We looked across our sales division and we see that we've got pockets of excellence in some markets but not so good in other markets, and actually we have got the ability to do this better, to do it better than we are now, so we can put some regeneration, some re-emphasis into our sales capability, perhaps redesign our sales training, rethink about how we go to market with our salespeople.
I think the way we are beginning to reset our expectations of our frontline colleagues and our leaders within the business, I think is great.
While I think those few days, what we work through on the how to improve the sales culture is really good.
I like the transformation that we're making from bank teller to also an advisor, say consultant, open stores, being in contact with the customers. That's a great journey.
We've got a whole plethora of tools in the business already, and I think really the last couple of days is about bringing those back to the forefront, understanding whether they're fit for purpose, re-evaluating those, tweaking some where necessary, and just really making sure that we're all together the ambassadors for our people.
I think it's really highlighted that we all do things in different ways and they're each in their own way really fabulous, but we really need that aligned way of working that's right for our people and our customer too.
And also an important thing is showing how to sell and how we can do it better. Because we can do a lot of things better every time. We are humans, so we are not perfect.
The airport tour led by Batu yesterday is really impressive. And when I see all the stores in the Istanbul airport, they are having quite a lot of similarities to some of my markets. So I think those sharings from Batu and the other guys are giving me a lot of feedback, to work with my team. Yeah.
It's fantastic being able to go into a different retail environment, in this case Istanbul Airport, and really see what the guys are doing there and how we can take the best bits of that and implement them into our own local markets.
Our airport has been, as far as I know, the most profitable airport of Travelex out of more than 100 airports, and it was a great opportunity to show Retail Roundtable attendees how we do business, the ways of working around here, and also it's really great to see other best practices.
There's always going to be some quick wins that we can hit the ground running straight away in the first 90 days, and then there's some longer term plans which will take a couple of years to come to fruition. So it's about getting some momentum back into retail really for me.
So I think we're on the journey. It's definitely a long journey, you know, giving everybody the skills they need, the abilities and the tools that they need to be able to do it. There's a really exciting world out there of retail that we're not capturing at all because we don't have that open window to those people walking past, and we're really reliant in the old formats of just waiting for someone to rock up. So I think it's really exciting for the team and for everyone who's in those locations to be able to have an ownership of their own success, to be able to grab those people in and use the skills that we're giving them to really capitalise on every single person walking past, not just those who come to the counter.
What's also exciting about this retail roundtable is that, you know, we've got, you know, the best retailers talking about, you know, what does the future work need to look and feel like as well. And I think if we can start to establish that now and introduce those new disciplines to get ourselves to a very strong place and obviously adapt to the ever-changing needs of our customers.
Future of work is really about defining our future people strategy. As the business evolves and as we invest in new technologies, the business needs to evolve to ensure that we're leveraging the investment in that technology.
I think for me, some of the key takeaways is about getting us all aligned on the same page, getting us to understand retail in the same way, across a common set of processes and a common set of tools that we want to use to make our retail and our sales force better. It's up to us really to look at the tools, look at whether those tools are helping or actually hindering our teams. And I think we've got some examples of that today. So yeah, it's just a good baseline reset.
We have to do stuff now. I think that's what the roundtable is really all about. It's about trying to get the best practices globally and implement them now across all geos. I think that's a good part about it. So I think it's really good to kind of, you know, get this kind of forum together quickly.